stress.
Hello everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JLeesCorner. This is my review for the season 3 finale of Ready to Love. I'm like, thank God. Okay, but first things first, if you have not already, make sure to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dun 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 dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Do not forget to like this video on your way in or on your way out. Always like the video. Okay, you can also comment in the comments section. You can hit the little share button, share it on your social media. That's always greatly appreciated, girl. That is always greatly appreciated. I'll talk too fast. Do not forget to relax, to relate, to release, to center yourself and everyone around you. As always, inhale and exhale because it helps you to stay calm, cool, and collected. Okay, you can also follow me on social media at J_Lees_Corner. As you see, it is right up there at the top corner. It is also in the description box in every single video. Y'all know to like and subscribe. Now we know Tuesday we will be on Bondi's channel live with Dr. Heavy for an interview. That is what we're waiting on for Tuesday. Okay, that's Tuesday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Bondi channel. And then on Thursday, the panel will be on my channel. Okay, we will have guests Ashley from season 1 of Almost Put a Ring on It. Y'all know season 2 just started. I will have that review up sometime tomorrow. Well, y'all gonna get this on Sunday, so y'all will have it later on Sunday, okay? But again, Thursday, the ladies' first panel is on my channel. So come on over and party with us with that, okay? But guess what? I am here. Okay, boom, pow, pow. Y'all know today I just did the versus battle. So yeah. Anyway, it's been a long day too. I have to watch Put a Ring on It and Love at the Lockup, and then get into the Shy and Run the World, and then the BT Awards. I'm thinking about going live after the BT Awards. I'm not sure yet. We will see how good they are, if I want to come on and chit chat a little bit or not. But let's get into this finale of this long ass season of this show. Okay, we know the couples. It's 4 couples left off. They have to meet each other's parents. Okay, we got up here Amber and Chris. Down here Les and Jason. Up here we have Vinicia and Joelle. And then down here Kyra and Aj. Honey, we're gonna leave that be. Anyway, so we're gonna go couple by couple, okay? Couple by couple. I feel like, again, we did not need this episode. They could have really ended it last time because, again, no one went home. But again, let's start with Vinicia and Joelle, who meet each other's people or whatever. Now, first, Vinicia has him meet with her mom, Wanda, her stepfather, Lawrence, and her daughter. I cannot pronounce her daughter's name for shit. I'm not gonna try, okay? Anyway, they meet up or whatever with the chit and chatting of it all. I'm like, well, I guess it's a good thing. Her mama asked, like, are you the right man for my daughter? What are your intentions with my daughter? And also, do you feel like you would be a good person to be with her and be a good, parent to her children? The stepfather asked, Lawrence asked, will he be able to deal with her attitude, for one, and then for two, I know she gorgeous, but can you deal with her? And then her daughter then asked, will he have an issue, adding 3 more children to his life, because, he has 2 daughters, she has 3 children as well, so, like, how would you feel, doing all of that? So those were the questions her family asked him. He like, I know she bossy, I can deal with that or whatever, but she is beautiful, but again, I can handle her. Also, I do think I'm gonna be a good person for her, whatever. I don't like my intentions is to care for her, whatever, and love on her, whatever, and grow and all that. He had a little good answer, whatever. And then he also brings up how he's fine with her having children because he has kids, so he knows how you have to kind of incorporate other folks coming on into the family or whatever. Now he brings up too how with his kids, the reason he thinks he's ready is because his kids are also ready to, like, meet someone new that dad is dating. So you're saying they go with it too. And what I liked too, was her mom and the stepdad and even the daughter, that's her oldest daughter, said to him that, you know, your kids, like his two daughters or his two children, would be treated like family, okay, at the door. Okay, at the Doe Day family, okay, we would treat them and love them as if they were our own. It would, like, we would not treat them any differently. And, you know, it was a good little meeting or whatever had with them. I feel like Joelle and Vinicia, I still don't really know how they are to, like, they like each other. I fully know they like each other, but a part of me wanted more of their love story. I feel like we didn't get enough of Vinicia at all this season. Like, we don't know who she is, and I don't know why they, like, did not show much of her at all. They showed more of everybody else and not her. Okay, now with her, she had, I mean, no, Joelle had her meet his sister and his niece, and that's the mom or whatever. Now the niece, who they call Butter, is who helps him with his daughters. Okay, so and then that's her mom. And so they asked her how she feels about dating, not dating, how she feels about adding, you know, his kids to her family. Of course, she says fine, but now she also brings up how I've dated people before, and I've also helped raise kids who not mad, and when me and the guy was over, like, I still love the kids and whatnot, but I did not have any drama with the dudes or whatever. And I felt like their question was, well, if you out here dating men who have kids or whatever, and we all break up, you still are connected to the children, like, will it be drama with you and the dude about the kids or whatever? And she's, I don't do drama. I do not do, no, I don't do that at all. So no. So again, it was cute or whatever. And she, like, it was a real short, sweet meeting and whatnot. And his sister says, I think she likes you, okay? But I think she likes you too much. And Joelle agrees. I do think that, you know, based on how long we've been dating and talking or whatever, I do think as well that she likes me too much or whatever. You know, she got these little googly eyes or whatever, and she is this connection that she has to me or whatever. And I wonder if it's too much too soon. Now, the niece then said, well, first of all, you know, she does like you, okay? She, not only does she like you, but the same thing you said about her is the same way you said your wife, who passed away, was with you at first. Meaning the same googly eyes or whatever, and the connection how you saying about Vinicia, it's the same thing you told me in the past about your wife or whatever. So again, is that a bad thing? And I'm like, I don't know if it's a bad thing. So we do see them at the end or whatever. They have to determine if they want to be together. They have to meet up at a mutual place and whatnot, and then both tell the other one, well, do you want to be together? What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? Now I was like, girl, everybody should know what they want to do. So we do see with them, you know, he brings up how he's putting all his money on her, whatever, that he, you know, that she is who he chooses. He wants to try out this whole relationship thing with her, but he asked her, like, why did you pick me? And she brings up how you said, well, I wanted somebody who could love me properly, who can also allow me to have a softer side. Like, I don't want my kids to always see me being so strong or whatever. I want to be a little bit soft, a little softer or whatever. And, you know, you help soften me, and that's why from the beginning I liked you. That's why I have always chose you from then or whatever. So, of course, they picked to stay together, you know what I'm saying, and whatever. And, you know, they kissed. And the kiss the sound was not awkward and whatnot. He brings up how I want us to take our time getting to know each other. I want her to know all of me. So I want to, you know, allow time for that to happen. I think that's smart. And then she said, I can see him being my future husband. I said, girl, not the future husband. Because again, it ain't that he don't want her, because he do. And let's talk on fashion. I do feel like, use my phone so I don't get the buzzer. I do feel like his outfit looks stupid. I didn't like the jacket. Okay, had he not had, I think it's like, did someone tell him, like, dude, you can't be so casual. You need a suit jacket. And they just gave him that pink. I don't know, because she looked like, girl, they were just dressed differently. But again, they picked each other. Okay, so now they're a whole little couple. Okay, Joelle and Vinicia is together. Okay, together. I mean, yeah, and they look cute, you know, up here all hugged up at the little riverfront or whatever, hugged up and kissing and hugging and kissing, and you know, this may work. It may work. Okay, we wish them the best. Okay, next up we have Liz and Jason. Okay, now Liz had Jason meet with her two sisters and her brother-in-law. Okay, and it was also a short and sweet meeting or whatever. I didn't get too much information from him or whatnot. I feel like, cause he walked in, so I don't know whatever. Did we pray yet? Did we pray? Okay, let's pray over food. God, please bless the hands that prepared this meal. Bless the hands that feed the toes of all of it. All hope of this nourish to our bodies. The whole thing, whatever. And so Liz felt like, okay, he came in strong. He came in saying, okay, we have to say grace and pray over this bill or whatever. Because our family, would appreciate that. And we didn't see most of their conversation. We seen their brother-in-law ask him, like, since you say you spiritual or whatever, what's your favorite scripture? He gave two of them or whatever, and you can see that he does go to church. He has some faith. He knows some scripture or whatever. So again, him and Liz, cool. It was real short and sweet, okay? But that family liked him based on the conversation, based on the date. So again, Liz and Jason, that part at least went well or whatever. And they also brought up how they like how Liz seems happy around him. There is a happiness in Liz around Jason that wasn't quite there for David. I think with David, she liked him, yes, but there is this happiness how she be when she's around Jason, and her family recognized that and they like it. Now Jason had her meet his mama, Miss Monica or whatever. The conversation to me seemed like a genuine, like loving conversation or whatever. It wasn't like the mom was grilling grilling her, or even like Liz was on the defense or whatever. It was like just talking and chit chatting or whatever. And it was cool, okay? It was a real smooth conversation. Liz gave smooth answers. It didn't seem forced. It didn't seem fake to me. I do feel like, I'm saying, this Liz and Jason, I would not have picked them as a couple. I would have lost that bet. I would have lost all my money, all my worldly possessions if I was a girl. I didn't know. And I feel like no one would have guessed these two at the beginning. But I also feel like, to me, that's the point of the show. You don't want to come on the show to date someone and then you leave with somebody who you've the kind of person you always date, because like that don't work out. And you're supposed to go there to kind of be open to dating someone, to be open to dating someone different or whatever. And it's cool to leave with somebody who you never expected to care for, but that's who you messed the best with or whatever. And again, I can't say, oh, they're going to be married. I can't say any of that. But what I can say, to me, their connection now seems genuine. Like, he genuinely seems to like her. She genuinely seems to like him. And I feel that way based on how they kiss. Okay? I'll say that. Because again, the meeting with her family went well. The meeting with mom went well. Mom liked her, whatever. So to me, that was cool. Even the mom asking about, like, was it financial stability? It was something the mom asked about. And I like how Liz, like, when I was raised, so I was able to go to private school or whatever, but I'm not oblivious to struggle as well. It was how the mom asked her questions and how Liz answered them. And even how both Jason and Liz watched the other one answer the question of the family. It was real. I was like, oh, they like each other. I'm like, oh, they like each other? Okay. Now, when they meet up at the end to decide if they want to be together or not, he gave her, white roses and everything, and, a whole bouquet of them. Okay, a whole bouquet of them. And I feel like he want her. You know what I'm saying? And he said as he was walking up behind her, like, I can't believe that the other men passed her up. Now, I don't know that's because how good her body, because Liz's body is banging. Okay, but I do feel like Liz's personality is also real cool. You know what I'm saying? So I think if he's gotten to know her, I can see why he felt that way outside of how good she looked. Because again, I don't think he paid her much attention in the beginning. Again, I don't think he started paying her attention until the masquerade ball when he seen her body. I do think that's a fact, but I do think sometimes you may have to see something that you like and you didn't think about it until then. That gives you a greater connection later on, and even how she was like giddy like the conversation or whatever, how he tells her, like, I choose you, periods. Okay, I want to focus on you, whatever. And she's like, I choose you too. You my got a man. Okay, and they kiss like a couple. That's what I liked, and I like that when they first kissed on that Ferris wheel, that was him kissing her, and she wasn't too sure. And since then, recently, Leah's been kissing that man like that's a boyfriend. She liked that man. Yes, and I'm like, okay, they have something. Again, we don't know how long it's gonna last, but right now they at least is getting with each other, whatever. And he like, I made my choice. I'm happy with my choice. I'm not changing my choice, whatever. I like this. And Liz brought up how even though I can't see the future, whatever, like that's my man. We together, and I think that's something anyone should say, because again, you don't know what the future holds at all, but you can have the intent to be with that person for as long as it lasts. So again, Liz and Jason is a couple, honey, a whole couple. I was like, girl, can you believe it? And I mean, I guess I can. It's cute, but again, I would have never. I swear, I thought I swear I thought Jason would be one person to go home like towards the beginning. And even the person who I thought he was in episode 1, I'm like, oh, he's not that bad. He's not like weirdly corny or whatever. It's cute. And him and Liz kind of match with, how they're ending the season together. Honey, kissing like a couple. Like a whole couple. Okay, next up we have Chris and Amber. Okay, now Chris introduced Amber to his two brothers. Okay, I don't know their names at all, but dude in the brown remind me of the guy from the Tyler Perry movie, with Idris Elba, Gabrielle Union. Is it called Daddy's Girls? I think it's called Daddy's Girls. And the dude who was a drug dealer in there, the mean dude, that's who he remind me of. He also was a drug dealing dude in the other Tyler Perry movie, Why Did I Get Married? The one who shot the crazy husband. But he remind me of that dude. Okay, I can't think. He's always playing the bad guy. He got a real raspy voice. He looked like him to me. Anyway, the brother in the brown coat asked Amber, so you're 31, blah blah blah. Like, why has no one married you yet? And then follow it up with, or is it that you have a character flaw that we need to know? I was like, first of all, to say to her, because you're 31 and you look, because of whatever reasons, and no one has married you, it can't just be because you're saying you didn't want, to be chosen or whatever. No. Maybe it's a character flaw in you that we should be aware. I'm like, bitch, that was complete another bullshit to me. But I like how Amber did not let it, get to her or whatever. But to say that as if your brother isn't older than her, okay? And I'm like, maybe he has a fucked up flaw, and that's why he is on senior retention time or whatever, and that's why he's on season 2, on his second season of a dating show. Your brother is single too, bruh. So don't come in here acting as if like he's the best all be all or whatever, and she must be on bullshit, and that's why she's single. Your brother is older and single. Okay, he was on her last season and picked somebody fucked up. So don't come at her as if she's the issue. Like, it was a better way to ask her, like, what is, what's going on with her, besides assuming it must be a flaw in you, and that's why you're. I was like, it made me mad. The fuck. Anyway, the other brother asked, what is this real? Like, is it a real thing? His point was, though, kind of because in the last season we had with him and Naya. So, Aaron's like, we're real. It's the connection or whatever. And I'm single because, again, I haven't allowed anyone to choose me or whatever. And when the brother brings up how, last season, the girl said it was real. Said it was like the same thing. It was real. It was a connection or whatever. And then you went to sugar the shit. And then I liked her response. I can only show you better than I can put my money where my mouth is. But again, I don't have anything to put proof on the table besides watching work. And I feel like don't try to make her pay for what Nia and Naya did last season. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like they like each other, so girl, okay, but I did not like how they were like trying to blame her for her singleness, as if their brother is not in the same boat. Piss me off. Okay, now she had him meet her brother, her sister, her childhood friend. I don't remember anything from the conversation. I swear I don't. I don't at all. It was that simple to where it wasn't even notable. Okay, I'm gonna say that because I didn't write any notes, so I'm like, okay, nothing must have happened. Anyway, they meet up at the end. Okay, and it was cute. I like her outfit a whole bunch. I think her outfit is really, really cute. But in talking, I think Chris went first. Chris brought up how he was nervous about coming back for, another season based on what happened before, whatever. And so he had his guard up or whatnot. But he really likes Amber. He really cares for her, whatever. And he wants to treat her like the goddess that she is or whatever. And that is why he chooses her, because he really wants to be with her, and he feels like he found something good in her. And she brings up how you saying, I didn't want to give you a chance at first, like I did not pay you much attention or whatever, but it wasn't your look that caught my eye, it was your mind that caught my attention, because I was coming here looking for a soulmate. And again, that's why I say, sometimes you come here and you find something that you weren't expecting, because you can't come into this thinking like, I have to find the same thing. I've always wanted somebody like this. Okay, so if I don't see this, I won't give anybody else the time of day. Well, luckily, Chris caught her mind or whatever, and so now they're connecting. And so it's like, I choose you too. I was like, oh, she chooses him too. And they kiss like some freaky people, okay? Like some freaky people who like to do it to each other. I'm like, have y'all had sex? I feel, because he did say, okay, we can go back to the house real quick, you know what I'm saying, and let go of some things. But I'm like, oh, you want to have sex already, Chris? I thought you was practicing abstinence. But they kissed real. It was a nasty kiss, Sonny. A good old, I'm like, y'all doing it. I think they doing it. They may be doing it, but again, they chose each other. Okay, and the kisses seemed all the season. I kept on saying, I don't see like a connection. I don't see like a sexual connection between them. I'm like, what is it? But I seen it. I seen it myself. I seen one with them, and with how they kissed. I seen one with Leah's and Jason, and with Joelle and Vinicia. Okay, the kisses did it for me. Out of those three though, I would put my money honestly on Jason and Liz to last the longest. That means if they last 2 days longer than everybody else, I won. Okay. Anyway, they a couple. And lastly, we have Kyra and Aj. I feel like this photo is exactly how they are as two individuals and as a couple. Okay, Kyra has her mom and her good old friend, who's not she's a friend, but her friend is also a lawyer. But this is who she's having meet with Aj or whatever. And now she brought up her mom was very fiery, whatever. Her mom was a little spunky. Something. I was like, I like her mama. I like her mama hair too. Anyway, now when Aj got there, he said he felt like he was being interrogated, because he felt like him saying it was all these questions and whatnot. And I think that's funny, because who else said that? It may have been Jason, who said he felt. I think it may have been Jason. Yeah, Jason also brought up how when they was on dates and stuff, he felt like it was an interrogation and not like them just like getting to know each other. So it was funny that Aj felt the same thing from her mom and her friend or whatever. They was asking questions. I wasn't paying them, but it was too many girls, too much going on. But her mom liked his responses. Her mom liked his answers or whatever. So again, I was like, well, I guess, yeah, that's the way it works. Kyra felt like, I don't know what power he has or what magic he works to where he has women who may not like him or be mad with him or whatever, but will make them like him. I'm like, well, it worked on you. So, I mean, does it matter? It's weird because it's like, I feel like Kyra wanted to last to the end, because I feel like with her saying like, how do they like him? I'm like, don't you want them to like them? Like, if you didn't want them to like him, why are y'all here? Like, why would you not just leave? It's just so weird. And I was like, girl, bye. Now her mom asked him, like, what would be your next step? Like, if y'all become a couple, what would be your next step with y'all being together? And I feel like you can't want him to say marriage because they haven't been dating that long. So I was confused on what the mama hoped he would say. I feel like the next step would be still them getting to know each other. So I didn't mind him saying he didn't really know. Like, I don't know yet. Because I think it's a hard question. I would have said, well, we would continue getting to know each other. Him saying I don't know was iffy. But I felt like he didn't want to say, like, marriage or, like, moving in. I think he should have said, just some things. Okay, just some things. Anyway, the friend says to him, I feel like we still don't know you. You may be showing us your representative. Okay, this may still be the facades of who you are. And I also feel like Kyra's facade is on, too. We don't know her either. Because, again, she's so... And she's a lawyer that's indecisive. How you a lawyer who can't make a decision? Girl. Anyway, Kyra said how she don't know if they know each other well enough to commit to being in a relationship. And she has every right to feel that way, but I feel like you've been saying that this whole season. That's how you felt with Jason. That's how you not felt with AJ or whatever. I'm like, why did you allow AJ to keep you? If you still don't know, if you know him enough, and my thing is this, you have to want to get to know him more. I feel like committing to dating does not mean we're together. It means we're going to commit to, like, keep building this. And then if I feel like in 2 months it ain't working, I'll leave. But, I mean, that's on her. Now, AJ had her meet his mom. And, he said he felt nervous because his mama is a strong-willed woman just like Kyra. So he's like, I don't know what's going to happen. To me, their conversation, his mom and her, well, I'm going to pop off screen. His mom and her conversation was more like a job interview, in my opinion. It felt like the mom was asking questions to make Kyra have to, like, give long explanations of things or whatever. On why she wants to date him or whatever. So to me, it felt like a job interview. That, not in a bad way, but it's like it was a job interview. That she may want the job, she may not. Now, when Kyra brings up how they dated in the past or whatever, years ago, and that, the issue was that he had made her pay for a date. The mom was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, that's some bullshit in my opinion. So mama was on Kyra's side for that. Like, a man should never have a woman pay for the date. I'm like, but did you tell your mom, tell her that you was also dogging him for that same reason? Okay, you talk cash shit about that, and you still want to date him. Something like, stop bringing that up if you're over it. But she's not over it. Anyway, so the mom was shocked to hear that. She's like, that is not how I raised you. But your son's kind of a fuckboy, I believe they be. Anyway, so... his mom brings up how over the years AJ will pick up these projects and things to do. He'll want to learn this, learn that, or whatever. It's these projects that he'll pick up. He has to finish. So the mom wonders, is this just another product he's picking up, and not the real thing? And I'm like, well, yes, this is a project he's picking up that he just wants to complete one way or the other or whatever. So at the end, we see they have a they have to pick whatever. And when she walked in, he was playing the piano, okay, for her, because she said that you never play for me. So he did that, to kind of signal, trying to show that, he wants to do things for her. I will say this. I don't like him wearing that scarf. I feel like he came in a Hanes t-shirt and someone said, AJ, you can't be on here in a Hanes t-shirt from Target, on decision day. Okay, we need to be a little bit more spunky. He said, in my car, I got a scarf. I'm just gonna put a scarf. I'm like, I wish he would have threw on like a suit jacket, But the t-shirt and the scarf is weird to me, but I'm gonna leave that be. Now he brings up how you saying the very thing that stopped them from talking 4 years ago is the same thing that kind of sparked them back up to talk now. Because, again, they're on the same show, and they had that experience or whatever, so that's what made them talk again. And so he's like, I don't want to, waste it or whatever. And so I really want to date you. I like you. I want to be with you, girl. Okay. And then she say, I feel like him saying we like each other. Okay, we really do like each other. But I don't know if we know enough about each other to make a commitment. So I can't commit to being your girlfriend. So after Jason denied her and AJ was going to send her home and keep going with Alexis even though he don't like her either, she allowed AJ to keep her by telling him that yes, she wanted to be there with him. Kyra did that because she did not want to be dismissed. And the minute he allowed her to stay, she knew it would then be up to her on if it's continued. She did all this just to end up in the end to be the one to say, well, I was the one who ended it. I'm looking like, you little motherfucker. I do feel like if when she went and talked to Jason, had Jason changed his mind, she would have picked Jason. She came back on AJ's dime solely to try to get back with Jason. And when that shit didn't work, and she knew she did not want AJ. She did not want AJ. I barely think that she wanted Jason. I do think she wanted Jason more than AJ. But again, she used AJ to get back in the house to try to rekindle things or try to steal Jason from Liz. And that shit did not work. So I feel like you knew you did not want him. You knew that. She completely knew that. You can't tell me any difference, okay? And, you know, she brings up how I did not find love. While here, I did not make a decision to pick someone who was here just to pick someone. I picked myself. And that's fine as well, because you may not find the person you want. But I feel like she knew damn well the last week when she was supposed to go home that she did not want AJ. She knew it then. She just wanted to try to get back to Jason. That was it. That's all it was. Not that I feel like she could have went home and then AJ would have worked out with Alexis. AJ would have still went home single. AJ should have sent Kyra home and also sent Alexis home and then sent his own self home. But I'm like, you was a fool trying to also be here to the end or whatever and kept her and she played you. Foolishness. Okay, this is all foolishness. Okay, bullshit. Anyway, the reunion is next week. It's a 2-part reunion. We will be reviewing that as well. But I can't wait to see the reunion or whatever. Okay, so y'all know again, Tuesday on Bonnie's channel, Thursday on my channel. And we have other things come up the pipeline that will, you know, handle this and that or whatever. But do not forget to follow me on social media, to like the video, to subscribe to my channel. And as always, do not send your cooch via text. Okay, if they want it in real life, they will come get it in real life. Peace.